Hello and welcome to our last Scrappy Summer Chat. My name is Nicole and I'm the brains and the beauty behind Yarn Craft by Nicole. You can come up, buddy. We might have Scoot join us here in a second. And this feels very fitting since this is the first day of fall. Yeah, come over here, bud. Officially today, and that meant of course that I got a pumpkin latte today to celebrate as I was running errands with Miss Melody. Hello, Scoot. I know, so much to check out. So let's get started. So I usually record these the day before I post them, but it all worked out for me to post and record the same day today because I wanted to finish the alphabet blanket. If I can talk, that'd be great. It's what I've been working on all summer, getting ready for this little one, and I finished it like 20 minutes ago. So I finished all of the squares, I think Thursday or Friday, and then blocked the last little bit, finished seaming it yesterday, and then started the border and finished the border this morning. So this is the alphabet blanket by Sass and Stitch. I think it's just called Crochet Alphabet Blanket or just Alphabet Blanket. And I really love it. I used a variety of dyers for the different squares. I used Malabrigo for the yellow, but the other ones, like the dark blue is Malabrigo as well from Melody's blanket, and then the cream is left over from a sweater that I made from Huloco. I think the green and the light purple are both from Pandemonium Dye Works, and then, or maybe the blue and the light green are from Pandemonium, and then the other one is from another local dyer in Georgia. And then the solid pink and the gray are from the Advent that I bought from Green Letter Day last year and didn't use them in my wrap. And then what else do I have? Oh, the dark purple variegated is from Good Juju yarn. So some of this came from Stash, and then some of that I purchased as I needed along, but I really love it. Yeah, no notes. I did each of the colors, like I did all of the dark blue at one time, and then after I finished them I would block them, and I just wet block them. So I would soak them in wool wash, lukewarm water, and then laid them flat to dry. I didn't pin them. Excuse me. And then I used the mattress stitch to seam everything together, and I really like the way that it came out. And then the border, which is not in the pattern, did the same thing I did for Melody's blanket. Did 2 rounds of single crochet and 1 round of reverse single crochet, and I really like the way that looks. The reverse single crochet I did in every other stitch. But yeah, it's done, and I'm so happy with it. I wanted to finish it before she got here. Check. It's complete. I finished this, and I finished the girls' matching hats, and those are the only 2 things that I really felt strongly about finishing before baby girl gets here in another couple of weeks. So yeah, I love it. Hopefully tomorrow I'm gonna get pictures of this and actually make a Ravelry page for it. But since I just finished it, I don't have any pictures yet, but I'm in love with it. And then I'll probably do a post too, maybe after I finish the cardigan. For sure after I finish the cardigan with both Melody and Baby Sister's blankets. and then the cardigan that has all of that together. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm thrilled. I love it, and it's nice to have it done. I probably won't block it again because all that I've done is the border and seaming it together, since all of the squares have been blocked before putting them into the blanket. All of this is superwash merino yarn, I think for Melody's, because she slept with it a decent amount. I think that I have thrown it in the washer, and then I threw it in the dryer on gentle, and it held up just fine. Not that I would wash it as often as I would wash maybe a cotton blanket or something like that, but I have thrown it in the machine and it did just fine. So this is also all superwash merino yarn. It's fingering weight, so it's a good lightweight blanket, and it's like a small throw. Like it's perfect for babies, and I really like it. What I also really like about this pattern from Caitlin from Sass and Stitch is that each square has written instructions and a chart. So depending on which is easier for you to follow, you have both all written out for you, and it's very easy to follow. So I really like that. She also tells you how to make sure that you don't have any of the same color, like the background color, in any of the same rows or columns. So it's a very thoughtful pattern, and I've now made it twice and I really, really like it. So Scoot's now going to get to enjoy that. The other project that I wanted to show you is the cardigan. And I might try this on again, we'll see. Now that I've got a Scoot next to me. This is the back, but it's coming along. In my wildest dreams, I thought that I would maybe have this finished by the time I go to the hospital in a couple weeks. I don't think that's gonna happen, but I don't think that it's necessary, that it needs to happen either. This is with scraps from both of the girls' blankets, and it is also from Caitlin from Sass and Stitch, and I am a big fan. I did make an adjustment on the sleeves, and I'm really happy with the fit. So in my size, I think I'm making a size 5, whatever correlates to an extra large. I think it's a 5. You decrease by 1 square earlier than I did. I kept trying it on, and I really wanted more width through the whole top part of my arm until the elbow. So I just did my first like decrease square down here, and I was a little worried that it was going to be complicated, and again, it was a very well written pattern, and Caitlin has pictures too, and it was not hard at all to figure out how to do a decreasing square, because I saw like an interview with her and another dyer another designer, where they were talking about challenges in writing their books, and she said that was the hardest part to figure out about this cardigan, is that she wanted tapered sleeves and how to do that with squares. So I really, really like it. I'm over halfway for the length of the body. We'll see if I add any more length. I'm also enjoying the fact that I'm doing, and I'm sorry, I'm a little bit hoarse. The weather has changed and has resulted in a slightly sore throat, but we're all good here. The way that I'm making it with scraps, because I think I have enough yarn, fingers crossed, I don't want to finish the whole body. The body wouldn't be that big of a deal. Finish the whole body and then realize that, oh, I would have preferred to have a shorter body and have longer sleeves or something like that. So I'm kind of doing them all as I go, and it's also helping me stay focused on it, because it's like, oh, I'm adding more to the sleeves and to the body, and it keeps it a little bit more interesting. So all that to say, adding to the body while adding to the sleeves is letting me make sure that I am maximizing the yarn that I have, scraps that I have, as well as determining how long the sleeves will be. Because honestly, like if I finished this round of sleeves and did the ribbing, this would be a very wearable cardigan for like spring and summer, even if I don't end up doing the full sleeves. My goal is to still do the full sleeves because I think a fingering weight crochet cardigan with long sleeves will be very wearable for me from like fall through early spring. But if I did have to shorten the sleeves, or maybe I make them 3/4 lengths, that would also be really wearable. So that's kind of my plan going forward. You'll see it posted on Instagram and Ravelry when it's finished. But since this is the last Scrappy Summer podcast, I don't think I'll be doing any more YouTube videos until after baby gets here. Maybe I'll do some around the holidays, we'll see. But this will be the last one for a little while. So just want to let you know kind of what the thought is behind that. And now that I'm finished with the blanket, I know exactly how much yarn I have left. Like all of the scraps that are in my like scrap basket for these two projects now can only go to this. Like this is where everything is going. So that's pretty cool. And I love it. I love it. It's going to be a showstopper. My daughter Melody keeps wanting to wear it, which is very cute. And I was talking to my mom the other day on FaceTime and showing her Melody wearing my cardigan. She's like, "Oh, I think you need to make the girls matching ones." I'm like, I don't know if I can do any more of these tiny squares this like right now. Maybe in the future the girls will get matching ones, but all that to say, I have enjoyed making this pattern, and part of me has thought about making another one that's just pure random scraps for my mom or for my sister, or even using the advent that I didn't use last year because I bought two, and making one with that. Like that would be really cool. So I don't know, but I might modify it for toddlers at some point. So since this is the last episode, I think everything I have is in front of me. I figured that we could go through and talk about all of the other projects that I started the Scrappy Summer with, and let you see kind of where they ended up, and then also announce our winner, who I might have already forgotten the name and I didn't jot it down. That's okay. It'll be in the description below regardless. So one of the things that I thought I would be doing this summer is working up granny squares like this out of yarn, fingering weight yarn, hand dyed yarn, superwash yarn that I had used in other projects, but then ended up frogging them for one reason or another, and kind of focusing on jewel tones. So let me show you what I got. I don't think I ended up seaming any of these together. For these granny squares, I was using a B hook, a C hook. And I think I did 7 rounds of a traditional granny square, and then 1 round of single crochet. And then my plan is to just seam them together at some point, not to do a join as you go, which is why I did the round of single crochet at the end. So I've got like this cool one. I really like this one. These are very Nicole colors. This fun green, and then this like mulberry pink that I was taking apart this with. I cannot remember the last time that I worked on these, and they have not been a priority. This is just whenever I finish it, great. As I take things apart and do other things with them, awesome. But I've got 6 of the kind of tealy ones, 3 4 of these green ones, and then 1 finished pink one, and then the rest of the scarf that I'm taking apart to make these. So maybe this will become a happy little scrappy project later this year. Maybe this will just become something that stays in the whip pile until I need something mindless, but that is all that has gotten all summer. But you know, I mean, and I can't remember when I started this. This is another reason why it would be helpful if I would stick to doing some Ravelry pages. But I have 11 squares. Like, I could actually seam a couple of those together if I felt like it. But yes, that is something that has gotten very little attention this summer. The other thing that I thought would have, I thought I would want to work on it more, is the birthday blanket. I forget what I called it. I did actually make a project page for this. For my best friend, using the Happily Ever After Afghan square from Crochet 365 Knit 2, Wool Ease. I think the color is like koi pond or koi something. She loves orange, and this is a very Leah color. So I use the same pattern actually for this blanket, for my Steep Club blanket, and really liked it. I've also thought about making a cardigan with it because it's a fun pattern to do. But I got exactly 6 squares made out of this, and I started this because, one, I was trying to go through stash yarn, and I had bought this as part of a kit to make a cardigan, and then I never felt like making that cardigan. And then the more I looked at it, I was like, this color is for Leah. It's not for, like, I would look great in it, but she would use a blanket out of this way more than I would use a cardigan out of this. And I thought I would want something that was a worsted weight, quick something to work on this summer. And I did for exactly 6 squares. It's as much as I wanted to work on it. So I still have plenty of this. I doubt I will finish this by her birthday in November at this point, but maybe by Christmas. And this could be a good present for her. But yeah, really like it. Looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, I should work on that. I don't know where I put the hook for this, but hopefully I have that in my project page. And then the other one that I worked on at the beginning of the summer, and then it got completely dwarfed by my other projects. This bin of scraps and the Tunisian jelly roll blanket. Hopefully I don't have an active, no I don't. And I was hoping that I hadn't been silly and have put this in the basket with an active or a live stitches on it. So this is a scrappy blanket that will be done at some point. Uses Tunisian simple stitch. I think that there are maybe 10 stitches. Yeah, 10 stitches wide, 8 rows tall, and just using up scraps. I originally was going to go the whole length of the blanket before adding in the second row, but then I got impatient and I wanted to see what they would look like as they opened up a little bit, and I'm glad I did. But with this project and with the blanket, as much as I liked this, there just was never any time to work on it. So this might be another one that becomes a happy little pick it up when you need something mindless project. And that, my friends, is all I've got for you. I have really enjoyed focusing on scraps and stash this summer. I hope you have too. Thank you for coming along for the ride, and enjoying the slower pace and the ability to let go of trying to do all of the things in the summer with me. I hope you have a great fall and rest of your year. Our last winner is going to get something handmade by me and some yarn. Everything is currently in the basement where we have moved it. So I'm sorry that I don't have to have it to show you right here. But I will be putting that in the mail for you within the next week or so. So our winner for our last prize for Scrappy Summer 2025, I believe her handle is All Valerie Makes, but I'll put it in the description below. Thank you, Valerie, for hanging out with us this summer, and I will see you at some point later this year. Bye, guys.